Um, Speaking against true evil. And before Abraham, he was. This is Timothy here. Timothy, speaking the word of the Lord. I just want to go off on this subject. A lot of people are really speaking out over Facebook, speaking out over YouTube. You got the Chosen One videos. You got some people just over the church. Everybody is speaking out for the Lord in certain, like, I guess you could say in like so many different ways. But on the case of it, the case I make about it, people are speaking on different subjects, different things. And I think that the alignment of it to speak against true evil, to speak against these things that are really making we're speaking strongly about the Lord and speaking truth, it's gonna make other people uncomfortable. It's gonna make other people don't like you. I mean, it comes with the territory. I mean, the world has its universal ways of recognizing who's real and who's not. And think about it. Before I begin to speak about people speaking about true evil, speaking against true evil through the word of the Lord, you got to think about this. Upcoming, for example, a guy struggling to become maybe a UFC champion or a superstar or somebody that's trying to elevate themselves to stardom, and what they go through to get to that point, they have to go through criticism, their own struggles mentally at first. That's the biggest. That's the biggest thing you're probably gonna have to go through. That is the biggest thing you're gonna have to go through. What else? People, family who don't believe in you, the criticism, subjects, and a lot of things that people just don't make it past. That is one of the biggest things people don't make it past, family. And in order for you to be your true self, you got to get past that. You got to get past family. You got to get past friends. And once you get through that, there's more to the journey. There's more to the obstacles. There's more to the journey even after this guy become champion or after she became Miss America or whatsoever. But what I was going to, it's the same mental struggles about you being either a preacher or someone just speaking about the word of the Lord. And what I do recognize is the separation and the gap in between the wheat and the tares. You got some people I will definitely consider lukewarm, and you got some people I could definitely say that they are going strong, they are going hard, and they are 100% believing in the Lord. And some people are just fearful of losing their comfortability with others and in their household. Some people just don't like conflict. They can't take conflict. They don't like conflict, and they're not ready for that. It's just like if you really in tune, if you really have a relationship with the Lord, you will be actually speaking against the Illuminati. You would definitely be speaking about ongoing churches of man who are considering themselves to be above the authority of some tales of the Bible, some words in the Bible. They put themselves in high authority over many coin collectors, praising under the Lord for what He can give them, and not what the Lord needs them to do. They preach prosperity preachers. This is of evil. For they are a form. They go this way. They show a form of godliness, but deny the power thereof. Not believing those things of the spirit. Lukewarm at heart. And have no patience for others when it comes to this money. When it comes to this world. And what it can offer in materialistic ways. Concerning yourself with the poor, concerning yourself with the word of God, Sometimes God will ask you something that's not in the Bible. Words that you have never seen. Words that ask you something that shockingly might be shocking to you, but might not be shocking to him. I'll give you an example. There were 3 men that were strongly believing in God. God asked all 3 of them something. All 3 of them. One was a preacher. One spoke about the word of God. He spoke against evil. He spoke against many things. He was more of a charitable one, helping out the homeless, feeding the homeless, giving them money, giving them shelter. So one day, the Lord came and asked, "Son of man, my son, I need you to stop feeding the poor. I need you to stop sheltering them for the time being." Shockingly, this man could not give in to that intuition. He could not give in to that word. He could not believe that this was the Lord, that God asked him of these things. And yet even the Lord sent a prophet to tell him the same. Throughout his thoughts and his concern, this man denied the word. He denied God. Not in his belief that a God, the loving God, the compassionate God that we all know of, should ask of those things. The next one, strong preacher, one of the church, one of those who are detail to detail with the word of God in the Bible. This man here was asked something that did not regulate with the Bible to him. You know what he did? He did not believe, because what the Lord asked was not in the Bible. Now you telling the Creator, even when he sent the prophet, you telling the Creator, the one who gave us the Bible, the one who created it throughout time, through prophets and other men, that he's wrong of what he's asking. Maybe I should have made this video about obedience. But what is true evil? Because the last man was a stumbling one. The man was not one of the church. Neither was he one of a scholar of the Bible, knowing all things, all verses. One with a few verses. Maybe he had his downs, ups and downs, isolated from the world. But when the Lord asked him to go and ask him of something, preach to your brothers and sisters, knowing that they shall scorn you, they shall bump their fists towards you, boast of your ignorance, shame you amongst the crowd, turn their backs on you. Many will not even give them shelter. But come to find out, this man was strong, belief in his God, had a relationship with his God, and the love of his God. That man went out and carried out that word. See the difference? But evil, though. I speak for those who speak against the Illuminati, the Freemason, the occults, those who do sacrifices amongst men in secret, those who throw rocks and hide their hands. I speak against them. And I want fellow brothers and sisters to speak against them also. And do not be afraid. Be fearless. Be bold as a lion. Our father was, and before Abraham, he was. We already have the victory. We already are strong, bringing down demonic strongholds, bringing down those who do spell work, witchcraft in families, not knowing thereof of the power that they do, and not even knowing what they do. Lord forgive them, for they know not what they do. We seek peace, we seek honor, we seek love. But many of us already know at the beginning of this journey, we've been dragged through the mud, which will make us stronger, very much stronger. I heard many things: divine, masculine, divine, feminine. At the end of the day, we are all here to bring in a new era. We are all here not to sign contracts or stand out amongst the crowd as these divine beings that should just utter our light across the entire world, which will actually the truth. But you have to think about it. We're here to prosper. We're here to bring preservation. We're here to teach. Well, I'm here to teach. For greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world. Men give up their foundations just like Esau for nothing, trading their inheritance for food. Lay down with city-laden women, women that got tongue like butter. And I don't even know how the Lord described them. Tongue like butter, but a woman that know nothing thereof. A woman that could rot out the bones of men just by their what do you what I call that? Their appearance in the room, their spirit in the room. Hold on, that was not. Hold on. I don't like that one.